Okay, so we're going to do a video on the Penguin by Aseptico. It measures the implant stability quotient, an ISQ. It's also called an RFA device. So today we're going to do this is a DO regular implant. So I'm going to kind of demonstrate on this model how to use the Penguin. In your kit that you get from Dispense, you'll have a Penguin instructions for use, and it goes through each thing, what they are. There's the driver, there's the multi-peg, that's and then what you're doing. So their instructions are in there, which is great. It also gives you this micro mobility scale, and essentially you can see that it kind of goes from below 60 is going to be in the caution, and you'll see that on the PowerPoint. 60 to 69 is kind of a monitor case, and then above 70 is good to load. So, okay, so let's kind of go through it in a video form. Once you get your kit, you're going to have two parts. You're going to have the driver, which is this beige looking product, and then you're going to have the actual peg. Now you have to get the peg specific for the implant. So if you have a regular, wide, or a narrow, you're going to have to test each one with the different pegs, a narrow peg and then a regular wide peg, and then Straumann has their own, etc., etc. So essentially what you want to do is you want to grab the peg. There's the driver, make sure it locks in. You only need about 5 to 10 Newton centimeters, so you're just going to spin it down till it and then just do a little tight. If you over tighten it, sometimes it false reads, or if you under tighten it, obviously it false reads. So tighten it till it's just finger tight. Now it's probably going to pull the whole thing out. Okay, now I'm not expecting my stability quotient to be high. Who knows? We're going to see. But essentially now the next step is to turn on your Penguin. Here is your button, and you're going to turn it on. And then now you'll seat it in, you'll put it down, and then you're going to turn it on. And then you can see battery is about half life, so keep an eye on that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to line this probe perpendicular to the multi-peg at about 2 to 3 millimeters of distance. So perpendicular to about 2 to 3, and it's going to give you a number. Now, mine is obviously low because this is in a model. So you're expecting things to be greater than 70 to load, okay? Now, when you do this, you want to do it from different directions. You don't just want to take one scan. So you want to do it from, let's go from 2 to 3, and then that popped in 09. So we got not a lot of stability there. And then same thing on, let's do the buckle. 25, and 25. So you want to take it from different angles. Hard to see and do it at the same time. 46, okay. 64, and I was holding it that time. So you can see how it changes as the bone gets tighter. Obviously, I'm going to loosen it up a little bit, and then 54. And then 09. So this area on the right's not really stable. So that's how you do it. Place the multi-peg, little hand tighten, not by much. Turn it on, and then take your reads from different angles. Then once you do that, you're going to get those values. Remember, 60 below is a low stability. Avoid loading that at all. Stop, put the cover screw back on, put the healing abutment back on, and retest in 2 to 4 weeks later. If it's still low, consult with oral surgeon. 60 to 69, same thing, monitor closely. Maybe put the cap back on, go a couple more weeks and come back. If that number starts to increase, so if you go from 62 to 67, that's a good positive trend. The bone's starting to heal around that area. So if it's above 70, you're good to go to start loading that immediately. So Once you get all those numbers, write them down in the chart, and then you're going to remove this multi-peg, and then sterilize it, and then wipe down the Penguin service and return everything to dispense. Okay, hopefully that helps kind of clear up some of the information about how to use the Penguin.